This is a video tutorial on replacing the latex wrist gaskets in your favorite whitewater dry suit. In addition to your replacement gaskets, you're going to need some additional materials and tools. A roll of paper towels, some acetone, some good nitrile or latex gloves, duct tape, masking tape, aqua seal, a good putty knife, some sharp scissors, and a Nalgene bottle. To begin, turn out the sleeve of one of the arms to allow access to the inner latex gasket. In this example, I have already used scissors to cut off the old gasket material right down to the fabric. Note that on the other side of the inner sleeve, about 1 inch of the old gasket remains, where it is permanently bonded to the fabric. This band of latex is what we will be gluing to the new wrist gasket. Next, we will turn the arm sleeve inside out. Tuck the cuff of the sleeve back inside and out of the way so that the latex gluing surface is exposed and accessible. Now apply duct tape around the Nalgene bottle about 1.5 inches from the bottom of the bottle. Use enough tape to ensure a snug fit to the bottle when it is inserted into the wrist opening. On the new gasket material, note that the side that you will be gluing is the dull side, which should also have a date and/or size stamp visible on its surface. Now stretch the new gasket over the Nalgene bottle and align it to the bottom edge of the remnant wrist gasket latex strip. Fold the bottom of the new gasket back on itself just enough to expose the remnant gasket strip. It is important to ensure that the new gasket still fits snug to the Nalgene bottle prior to moving on to the final steps of gluing the new gasket in place. Use 80 to 100 grit sandpaper on the folded back portion of the new wrist gasket and the remnant gasket strip. The goal here is to etch the surfaces to enable a good bond. Be sure and wear your latex gloves for this next part of the process. Pour some acetone onto a paper towel and rub it over the surfaces you have just etched. Be sure all residue has been removed, leaving clean surfaces to work with in the final steps. Now it is time to glue the old and new together. Open the aqua seal and squeeze out an even bead all around the remnant gasket material. Follow up by using a putty knife to smooth out your bead to a thin, even coat along the entire surface. Once satisfied with your aqua seal application, the next step is to carefully fold down the new wrist gasket onto the remnant gasket material. Use your fingers to smooth out any air bubbles and ensure that you have made a good bond. Don't worry if you get some of the aqua seal onto the outside of the gasket during this process. You can clean up any excess material using some acetone on a paper towel when you're done. Now tightly wrap some masking tape to the gasket overlapping the Drysuit material to eliminate any chance of the gasket slipping while it dries. Once the glue has thoroughly dried, remove the Nalgene bottle by pulling it out from the inside of the sleeve. You may need to work a bit to get it free if you have a very tight fit. That's okay, just take your time and work it free.